Next on WVUA 23 News, warmer temperatures are starting to trend over the next week. Forecast details coming up.
After the storm comes the sunshine. Molly Starr joins us to give us a first look at the forecast. Good evening, Molly.
Good evening, Gary. You're right. We saw tons of sunshine today. And the good news is, fingers crossed, it leaves us for Saturday with even more sunshine. Now, if areas like Demopolis, they saw a few wispy clouds out there, but they still had the sun pouring down on them, and so did we here in Tuscaloosa. Now, moving ahead to Sunday and Monday, we do get a small chance of rain back in the forecast, meaning we'll see an increase in clouds, but I'll have the full details on what that could look like in just a few more minutes. Gary?
Molly, can we expect any more rain in the future to help with these drought conditions?
The only answer I can provide you is kinda. We have a few rain chances coming up towards the end of the weekend into Monday. That could provide some relief, but not much. But I'll have your full forecast after the break. Well, happy Friday. We are actually getting to see the last little bit of sunset out here from Bryant-Denny Stadium, where we're seeing some nice pink, little fluffy clouds out there. Now, these clouds aren't providing anything but just a little blockage from the sun, but we saw lots of sunshine today, and temperature currently here sitting at 49. Since we are starting to cool off as we enter the evening hours, let's look over at Demopolis, where they were slightly warmer than us today, but they're only at 48, and they're seeing a few more clouds out there as well. They're experiencing very calm wind conditions. So it was a bit chillier out there today. I mean, our highs were in the 50s comparative to the 60s we saw over the past few days. Now, areas like Haleyville and Coleman, even chillier, they didn't even make it to 50 today. Now, we see a wide range of temperatures this time of year for our area. I mean, we have 47 all the way down to 56 degrees, and that can make it a little bit difficult to forecast what those temperatures will be over the next course of the week, considering we're going to see these temperatures start to increase starting consistently Monday. But currently we are on that cool down. Haleyville already reaching into the 30s. Now overnight tonight we are going to be pretty chilly. We're going to wake up chilly. Overnight lows are going to be in the low 30s. Now, like I said, we have that wide range, so some people might be a little above freezing, others might be below freezing, but roughly around that 32-degree freezing mark is where we're going to see it. And those clear skies are going to continue, as will they in Norman tonight. They're taking on Oklahoma like we've been talking. We're all wearing our crimson to support, but they're experiencing some nice conditions as well. They've got mostly clear skies with temperatures cooling off into the evening hours. But the good news is we're not seeing any rain like we did last night. We are staying dry tonight, which is great news, and we're going to continue with that dry weather. Now, the biggest news is this temperature increase that we are seeing now. It pains me to do so, very much so, but I wanted to spend some time on this forecast for the next 7 days. Now, Saturday, very similar today in sky conditions, but those temperatures are going to increase very quickly tomorrow. We're going to see 60s probably around noon, and then increase into the mid 60s for our high for the day. Sunday, we do have a slight little bit of a cool off with those temperatures, but we're still going to be in the 60s. And then as you can see, Monday through Christmas Day and into next weekend, we're steadily increasing. Unfortunately, we will be seeing the 70s Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Now, Tuesday, we do have those upper 60s, very, very small chance of rain. Now, this rain is not going to help cool us off, and those are very isolated showers. Most people probably will not see rain, but some might. But then Tuesday, you might see 70 in some of these areas, but we are going to push to those 70s by the end of the week. And Gary, what are we talking about? 70 on Christmas Day?
Most of the time we would enjoy these temperatures,
exactly.
But for Christmas, you want a little
the end of December
chill, you know?
Yes.
And instead we're going to be, I guess, getting out the shorts and the t-shirts.
I guess it's like Australia.
Yeah, go outside for Christmas. All right, thank you, Molly. Stu, all week I've been trying to wrap my arms around this Friday night kickoff. Now we're less than 2 hours away from it, and Oklahoma's trying to do something that has only been done once ever, and that was back in the late 1800s, and Alabama's lost to the same team twice in a season. They're trying to beat the Tide for twice in a month, and the third time in 13 months. Alabama, what do they need to do to avoid that happening?
Well, one of the things that caught my attention when, again, thank you for Nate Feckin, the sports director there at OU, to join us today. But he was mentioning, because we talk about Ty Simpson and his health and how he's feeling, but John Mateer, the Oklahoma quarterback, broke his non-throwing hand during practice. He had a protective fitting throughout the last half of the season. He is not practicing with that fitting anymore, at least wasn't this week. So who knows? Maybe it's just something he had gotten used to, and now we will have to get used to him not wearing it. But it sounds like both teams will be at close to 100%.
Yeah, full coverage of this big game tomorrow night on WVOA 23 News. All right, the weather here in Tuscaloosa.
Yes.
I know we got some wind out there, Norman, but
Yes.
it's pretty calm here.
Yeah, we've got calm winds tonight and especially tomorrow, but they're experiencing some wind and we're experiencing temperatures in the 60s and then 70s for Christmas.
Oh
so
my
it's
gosh.
just a little bit of a change up, but hopefully we get some of that drought relief from this
Yeah, we'll
isolated
keep
showers.
as the song goes, dreaming of a white Christmas.
Exactly.
We'll be dreaming
We'll
of
be
it again.
dreaming of it.
All right, Molly and Stu, thank you very much. That's going to do it for our news for now. We're always on with updates at WVOA23.com and our social media platforms. Have a good evening.